What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to do a really quick review of the Dehong, I believe is how you pronounce it, mini chainsaw. In this review, I'm going to tell you everything that you need to know about this little bad boy, including one thing I think you should know before buying. All right, so my experience with this thing so far, I have used this, basically we have a tree out in the front of our house that needed a lot of trimming, and the branches were like, I'd say between 1 to 2 inches, right? A lot of them in diameter. And I was trying to use hedge trimmers to do it. Didn't really work. So I had to get something that was a little bit better. And this little one right here is small, but it is powerful and it definitely took care of the job. So before I tell you, things to know about it and everything, let's just talk about what it comes with. So it has the charger, which I've used obviously. It has 2 different batteries. I really like that because I haven't run out of this one yet, but it is nice if you're kind of doing a bigger job to where you have the option. They also have this right here, which I think is a nice little feature, right, to show you how full the battery is. I like that. So we have those 2, just a screwdriver, and they also have the wax, or the oil, I guess you could say, for the chain. In addition to, there's another chain in here. I haven't had to use those. But if this one does get dull and I need to, I think that's a nice little feature. They have these little gloves, which frankly, these will not fit my hands. They're just too small, so I don't use those. And they also have these eyeglasses. Nice little touch. I don't really need them. I already have my own. But that's what comes with everything when you get this. Now, in terms of using it, you can see it's pretty clean. I mean, I beat it up a little bit right here and everything. But overall, it really did do a great job. I'd say that I probably cut like between 10 to 15 different branches, mostly 1 or 2 inches. One of them was probably like 3 or 4 inches. We're just basically doing a big trim job. And this really was able to pretty much go through them like butter. I mean, it really was. In terms of using it, pretty simple. So you can't, which I like, this is a safety feature. I'm pressing down right now. You can't actually use it this way. You have to press this down and then pull the trigger. So you can see how fast it moves. It really does do a good job in cutting. I was actually very impressed with how quick it was. Obviously, this is kind of sharp, so you want to be careful of that, not to accidentally cut yourself, not just when it's running, but I mean, when it's not even running. It is pretty sharp, which it should be, right? It's a saw blade. So yeah, so you have to be careful with that. But it definitely got the job done really well. One other thing I think it's worth mentioning, this is really light. I don't know exactly how much weight it is, but it really doesn't weigh anything. So I basically am able to use it with one arm, which is nice compared to a traditional chainsaw, which I know has its uses obviously, but this is nice if you're just trying to do something like a smaller job that I do. Though it does say that I can cut up to a 6-inch like trunk essentially, or a 6-inch branch, which is bigger than what I did, but I honestly really don't doubt it with what they have here. Now, in terms of the thing to know about this, I didn't have this issue, but I definitely think that it's worth mentioning. So previously, an older model, right? This one is fine. An older model had an issue with the motor was smoking, and they had a battery fault. From my understanding, they have replaced that. That's no longer an issue. I'm not seeing that issue with this. They even have on the listing that they've replaced that. So that's something to know. The other thing to know is that they do have a warranty on this product for 45 days at present, which is important too, because that makes it so that, if you buy this and, within 45 days, it's not doing what it's supposed to do, you can obviously talk to the manufacturer. But I've used it. Like I said, I've had absolutely no problems. We probably ran it on and off. I'd say I probably ran it for 30 to 40 minutes to trim the tree that I needed to. And I had absolutely no issues, no smoking, nothing crazy like that. So I just have to assume that that's been taken care of. So guys, if you're hesitant to buy this thing, like I actually was because I didn't know the brand, don't be. Definitely recommend it myself. Did a great job for what I needed and hope it works for you too.